Hey YouTube, this is Jacob, Team HOC. Eyes be super bored, so um, I'm gonna do another video. This video I think might become a segment if I don't know if it gets good comments and shit. If not, then this will just be a one-time thing. But for the first video, I just want to talk about just three cards, random cards or cards that I like in my GB deck. Just discuss why I like them and why I like the number that I have them at, and then I want to hear if you have a preference on that card, what your preference number is and why. Um, I think it helps everybody expand on their knowledge. I guess I don't know. It's always good to hear other people's opinions on things, so just broaden, I don't know, broaden how you think about certain things. Anyways, so this one's going to be GBs. I think we might do them for a bunch of different deck types that are maybe meta decks or I don't know. Anyways, so for GBs, my first card, Gladiator Darius. The reason I'm doing this one is because every time I build a GB deck, this usually ends up being at 2. A lot of decks that I see on Pojo, and I know Pojo's not saying much, but a lot of GB decks I see usually have it at 1. I like it at 2 just because it's a 1700, so I mean it's got that 100 up on a quest and Sam Knight and that kind of stuff. I know a quest's effect is really good too. But yeah, just that 17's good. Also, these two cards. If these two hit the grave, you tag into Darius, it could allow you to do some main phase 2 contact, which could get you your guys' RS play blowing up 2 cards if they're under stun, or I don't know, if you feel comfortable with that play. And then it gets your beastie back in the deck, so you could tag back into it next turn and blow up a back row, or however you want to do it. Also, you got your Luquari play. If this is in the grave, I mean you could go. This happens a lot. I go Gyzaris, hit with Gyzaris. One monster I tag into is Darius. Darius gets out Luquari, and then I have a free monster that could, be a quest to get a card back. Be Retiari to remove a card. I mean, at that point, it really doesn't matter because you just need another name. Then you could go into Herc, and then you could, I mean, if you're comfortable with your back row and your position, yeah. So I mean, it just adds more contacting power, and if it gets bottomless or something like that, if it gets removed from the game, deprison, yeah, I think it closes a lot of your options. Yeah. So anyways, that's my thoughts on Darius. Anybody that has a different preference or agrees, I mean, put a comment explaining why. Even if it's agreeing, if it's disagreeing, whatever. Just don't be a dick. Anyway, so that's the first one. The next one, Respite. In my deck right now, I'm running double Respite. I really don't like Respite. I don't like it, but I'm testing it right now, and I'm testing it 2, and 2 seems really good. I've ran it at 3, and that's one of the reasons I hated it is because I only ran it at 3, didn't try 2, and it just gets really, really cloggy at 3. Reasons that I like it, you got these right here, just the GBs that you don't want in your hand at all ever. Helps get rid of them. Then you got your opening 5 GB monsters and a Respite. I mean, you get to put back these two, and it just helps get you into that quote unquote god hand, if you will. Also there is such things as too many chariots. I mean, you open up with 1 chariot, you're golden because you could recycle it with a quest. You open up multiple chariots, you could put it back and get like a solemn warning or a solemn judgment or something that like stops more. Yeah, you gives you like better responses to things. Another good thing, it has Gladiator Beast in the name, so you can recycle it with a quest. I think that's good because it makes a quest more live. Like, you don't have to do useless tags. I mean, you always have your Laquari play and your Hippo play, like early game, or it just gives more options. So yeah, I'm testing it 2. I think I like it at 2. I don't know if it's going to stay at 2. Also, it's an easy side out card. So, I mean, it gives you easier options to side out. You don't have to take away main component because, like, it's not a main component of the deck. Anyways, so put your opinion on Respite, negative, positive, and like numbers, and an explanation would be awesome. Again, because like this is like not only like for me posting something, it's for me like wanting to know what like everybody else thinks about these cards. Anyway, so yeah, there's that one. The last one for this video is 7 tools. 7 tools, I think, not only for GBs, but it's becoming a general tech option. I know a lot of people wouldn't say it's tech because like a good amount of people are running it. Some people would just call it netting. The reason I decided to play it was because I was playing playing it in Counter Fairies, and the permission deck that I ran for regionals, and I really liked it in that deck. Mainly because you're seeing multiples of this card and your staple 1 judgment. Seeing multiples of this, they try to stop your summon. You pay 1,000 and still get your summon. I mean, they're down a warning, down 2,000. You're down 1,000 and you still have your monster. That's really important. And then odds are, unless it's super late game, if they play judgment, they're gonna pay more than 1,000. So you should like get it up on life points through that. Also, I mean, it allows you to make plays and not be afraid of certain things. Certain things, actually we'll get into those general cards. Also, trap stun. This deck goes heavy trap back row. So if they flip trap stun and you have 5 back row all traps and like a Laquari or any GB, you're gonna want to negate that. So you could play your prisons, your bottomlesses, your chariots, whatever. I mean, you have to stop this, or like your whole back row becomes dead. And then you have the staple trap cards that you need to stop in order to get like tagging on and all that shenanigans. Yeah, and just the staple traps. Just anyways, so yeah. Thoughts on 7 tools? Good, bad. I run it at 2. Main decked, not side. It could be a side option versus main deck if I guess you need the space. Yeah, anyways, thoughts, comments, concerns. Anyways, yeah, so those were my 3 cards for GBs. If you like this type of video, leave a comment saying so. Maybe we'll continue it. If you want more for random cards from GBs, saying like what number I play them at and why I like them, and like asking for a response, that would be cool. If there's any other deck in particular that you want like random cards from and explaining why people like them, I'm sure Matt would like to do this too. I'm just really bored right now and have a camera. Bad combination. Yeah. Anyways, this is Team HOC, Jacob. Peace.